with Miami Dolphins. The pressure, he's in trouble. Loses the football. Touchdown! Got it! You have got to be kidding me. Jalen Waddle. It's a Dolphin touchdown. Throwing deep upfield on the near side. Man open. Touchdown! Looking deep. He's got a man. Touchdown! The run from Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown! He's going deep. He's got it for a touchdown. Beautiful day to be a Dolphins fan. Let's go!
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one as I am joined by the homie Martin. Obviously, y'all know his background, former FAMU quarterback, and we're going to do what we do best, and that's break down Tua Tagovailoa's game from yesterday. Already 112 of you in the room, 112 where the players dwell. Hit the like button because, to quote one of my favorite ever, J to the mwah, we are back at it like a Craftmatic, and it is Tua's day. Man, what happened to your chat? What happened to your avatar, bro? Your so everyone knows it's Martin. What happened to your avatar, bro?
I don't know, man. Something happened in the intro. I don't know. I thought I had to jump out and jump back in, but I don't know what's going on. You want me to jump out and jump back in real quick?
I mean, that's up to you. It's so odd.
Yeah.
I see it there, you know.
No. Let me do that. I got you.
All right. Go do it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard the news, obviously Devon Achane, it looks like he is going to miss an extended period of time. Me and Martin, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into that because this is where I'm at with it. I want everyone to understand where I'm at with this situation. Now, I know they also have activated this week Jeff Wilson to enter the 21-day practice window, and I get all that. But here's where I'm at with this situation, okay? When I heard that our boy Devon Achane was going to miss time today, first of all, my heart broke. Then I remembered he only needs about 30 carries to gain another 500 yards, so he'll be right back in it when he gets his chance. But my whole thing, and it just sucks because we were on the precipice of seeing something very special, and to have games taken away when he already wasn't given the rock out of the gate, that sucks, man. But anyways, I digress. And that was a cheap hit. I don't care what anyone says. Now that I've seen the replay, that was a cheap, low hit. But anyways, I digress on all that. Where I'm going with this is now I get Jeff Wilson's been activated, but I don't think he's game ready. I expect Russ, etc. Same with Salvon Ahmed. Someone said to me, Salvon Ahmed was balling before he got hurt. And he's averaging like 4 yards a carry. Okay, I said balling. If he's balling, then Devon Achane's already got his yellow jacket ready for camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real with ourselves, right? Balling. I don't get where people go to this stage with this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. And my whole thing with it is, where I'm at with this, because I had people, Ahmed, you relax, we got Ahmed. You know what I mean? And, he was so good in the preseason. Well, newsflash, gets what Skylar Thompson and Eazy-E. One of them looked like a first-round quarterback last year in the preseason. The other one looked like he was about to take over the league as the next big wide receiver. How's that worked out so far? You know what I mean? So my whole thing here is, where I'm at with all this is I think because we're talking about Ahmed. He only had 6 carries for 24 yards before he got hurt. So where I'm at with this is I think Chris Brooks should be rewarded for what we saw against Denver with those 66 yards. Unbelievable performance he put on against Denver when given the opportunity. And then when we saw the film, this where he was asked to line up blocking from a wingback position, as a tight end, wingback position, used as a fullback even in this past game. And he excelled. And there's so many different, you saw the versatility of him in this game when he was lined up in that fullback, tight end, wingback role. And he was doing what he's asked. He was laying the blocks. He was laying the wood. Pause. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I think with what two stark contrast to what he's been asked to do when you look at what he did against Denver to what he was asked to do against the Giants. And I think he needs to be rewarded with some carries. I mean, hey, kudos to whoever said in the chat because I'm running with it. The man rhymes like a prime Jamal Lewis. You know what I mean? That's because when we were watching that Bronco game, when I was live, I kept saying to the chat, who does he remind me of? It's like Bettis, like one of those high, strong ball carriers, but with legs, right? And it looks like Jamal Lewis and I was like, boom, that's it. That's who he reminds me of that early 2000 Jamal Lewis, where he had the legs, he would run strong and high and secure the ball, and he'd train wreck everyone. You know what I mean? Like, you go look at those runs against the Broncos, and you go look at Jamal Lewis, and you're like, So, and then they had similar 40 speeds, I believe, as well. So, yeah, anyways, my whole thing here is I think Chris Brooks needs to be given opportunities with Achane out. We don't know how long it's going to be. He hasn't been moved to IR. IR could be a possibility. What I keep hearing is he'll be back after the Chiefs game. That's the window I'm being given is after the Chiefs game right now.
Right.
So that's a situation that could change, but that's the word I'm hearing because I'm hopeful he'll be back, and I'm crazy hopeful. I'm hopeful he'll be back for Philly, but I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
I heard him. He's going to see seek a second opinion. Yeah. So
but that was about missing time, not surgery, right? Like that was about missing time.
Yeah, it's about the timetable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timetable.
What do you think? What does this tell you? Do you think it's do you think it's like a grade 2 or grade 3 sprain we're talking about?
Honestly, I'm not too familiar with sprains and grades and the severity of them. But what I do know is when it comes to Achane's specialty, it is the acceleration and foot in the ground. And we discussed it already. His short area quickness, that's ankles, right? That's strong feet, strong soles in the feet. So if all of that, just like the quarterback, the kinetic chain of that, anything that's off, I'll say rest him. But
because you look at this one, bro. If it's an MCL sprain, grade 1 is 7 to 10 days. Grade 2 is 3 to 6 weeks. Grade 3 is a tear to a full blown, like a slight tear to a full blown tear.
Then it might be from grade 1 to 2. If that's what we're hearing, he might miss a couple games, a couple weeks. It might be grade 1 to 2.
He did come back into the game, so it shouldn't be a tear. It must not be a tear.
Yeah. No, he was clearly hurting. And I think I seen the tackle where the defender jumped on his back and rolled him down, right? So yeah, it was a unnecessary play by the Giants defender. But with Chris Brooks, I'm with you. I'm with you. I would elevate him to running back too.
Man, I know what. And I don't think either one are ready to take on running back two the way we're asking Achane to split carries with Mostert.
Right. I would elevate Chris Brooks for sure, and work my way subtly with Hefe back into some type of reps, like crucial short down reps, first down reps. Let him work back into those and see how he looks conditionally, and from there you just keep that rotation of Mostert and then Brooks until we can officially say, okay, we have a vision of how we can use this backfield.
Well, because think of it, you might have the 1-2 punch already on the roster. Now Brooks can get into those reps, some of those reps that Achane is vacating, and you can find out next year, do we move off Mostert and company and we got our 1-2 punch in house with Achane and Brooks? Do we have our Thunder and Lightning answer already? And we just got to continue to build around them with either deep free agency additions to fill out the room or draft late in the draft additions to fill out that room, but them being the two mainstays. I mean, I think between what he did against Denver and then what he was asked to do and the versatility he showed and his willingness and effort to block against the Giants, he's earned the reps. And usually Mike McDaniel rewards players who show this kind of willingness, effort, and success. Let's be honest. He was good. He's been good at whether he's been asked and tasked to run the ball or to block. He's been damn good, and he's made the most of his opportunities, man. So continue to build this. I think continue to invest the reps and see what you got in this kid. It's Carolina. Let him loose a little.
Right.
I would too. It's a Philly game where you're going to be a little tighter on you're going to be gripping your playbook a little bit tighter, your sheet a little bit tighter. You'll be gripping the ball a little bit tighter in prime time. It ain't that yet. And if he goes off against Carolina, at least he has given you some trust and built some cachet for you heading into that Philly game. It's the same thing we've been asking. Why isn't Fangio giving these reps to Cam Smith? Yeah, I liked him back on and a lot of the stuff he gave up was due to the cushion of the play call. But Cam can do that. What are we asking? You know what I mean?
Ironically, I thought Achane was going to be elevated to running back 1 by this game. He's
on. Well, I mean, the guy was on course to be, brother.
Yeah. So that's why
rushing yards right now.
That's why I was saying, okay, and how you just explained with Chris Brooks, why not?
50 less
bring him
yards
out
than McCaffrey on 61 less carries.
This video game,
bro. That's why let him come back against the Chiefs after the Chiefs, and then he'll get 500 yards in 3 games. We'll be right back to it, baby. Right back. Don't worry, we added Jake Funk to the team, though. We got a little funk added to the practice squad. Everyone's talking about more. I saw more people posting about Jake Funk's fiance or whatever she is. I guess she was in the Bachelorette or the Bachelor or something. I saw more people posting about her than this kid. So I'm not holding my breath that we found another, diamond in the rough over here. Give me Chris Brooks. Let me see what we got, baby.
Yes.
Give Brooks the looks. That's what I'm saying this week. Give Brooks the looks. All right?
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
All right, we're about to get into it here. Thoughts on Tua's game before we get into the film for everyone here? Because, other than a couple bad decisions, it was good.
I like what I saw. Yeah. I like what I saw. Again, Tua is becoming more and more and more comfortable, confident.
He's so confident. I'm gonna throw it. Just yo, bro. The confidence. This guy believes he's the best right now with some of the throws he's attempting.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest with you. That lair throw we're gonna get to with Tyreek, where Tyreek got a hand on it. Did Tyreek not expect him to put that on the money? Because that was money, bro.
It came up on him. It came up on him for sure. As far as he threw that. You know what I mean?
And he made it.
It was one of those type of throws.
He's probably back. You one crazy motherfucker. You walk back.
You crazy.
Because there was nothing on that. There was nothing on that. And Tua layered that, and you're like, holy, whoa.
And I think on that same play, he was eyeing Jalen Waddle, but I think it was more so to keep that safety at bay, and then flip his hips and try to make that throw to Tyreek, and it got there. But I don't think Tyreek was like how you're saying ready for it. But we'll get there. But overall, the film that I saw a guy that's becoming to become the offense. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Well, you're seeing him get to his second or third read, and if he doesn't like what he's seeing, he's just naturally coming down to his check down. He did that on that second or last throw of the game. Remember that throw to Mostert to get the first down? I mean, he scanned the field. He went through 2 or 3 progressions, came back to Mostert, and he had stuff that was opening on those deep crossers, remember? Over the middle? But he said, nope, I want the first down. I want to kill the clock. I want to win. So he saw it all, came back, boom. And I was like, development, growth, and progression, my friend. I love it. Yeah,
he's getting there. He's that. It's not the climb that people want him to make as far as too fast. He's not climbing too fast, but he's climbing at a pace to where he's going to be confident moving forward. Because again, like you said, we're going to get to that layer pass, but even the pass that he kind of missed, he didn't even miss that pass. to Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle wasn't paying any type of attention to him at that moment in time when Bobby Okudike intercepted that pass. If you watch the broadcast, Tua was smiling. Tua was smiling. He was cracking up.
His arm hits Connor Williams' back. That's why the ball floats.
Yeah. What's up, G-Kern?
What's funny is the ball floats on him, but if Waddle would have put towards any effort, he still would have made the catch. That's what's hilarious about it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Waddle, when you watch it, when Tua let go of the football, Waddle wasn't even paying attention to the quarterback at that time.
I know. Yeah,
he was underneath looking for like the hitman underneath the 5-yard bumper zone. So he was looking left and right. He was like, football just snuck up on him. But Tua was smiling. Tua was smiling, man.
Well, yeah, because he knew, because Dexter Lawrence was talking smack in his ear, and he knew that would have been an even more accurate pass if his arm didn't hit Connor's back, right, or helmet or whatever.
Yeah. But the reason why I like Tua smiling after an interception is because he's shaking those mistakes off. Like,
you've been through Brian Flores. When you've been through Brian Flores, what's an interception to the New York Giants in 2020?
Right. Exactly.
Man. This man's already been through the ringer. That's why I ain't worried for the playoffs. This man's been through it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
People always trying to look for the flashes outside the Arizona game, right? Go to that Atlanta game. Do you remember that Atlanta game where the Lamar Jackson rumors? So was it Lamar?
Right.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Yeah.
So heavy. Tua threw the 2 picks. Was standing. Remember they zoomed him on the sideline. Me and Ian talk about it all the time.
He looked done.
He looked done, bro. He looked like he was on the rotisserie. Then what happens? He comes out, has that electric fourth quarter, gets the lead, said, hey, Flores, you got a championship level defense? Here's a 2-point lead, kid. Go get it done. And what happened in the middle of the field to Kyle Pitts? And they give up the winning goal. The rest is history, right?
He bricked it. Yeah, he bricked it on defense. So
yeah, and he also bricked Jacksonville, because people forget one of those 2 wins back-to-back against Atlanta or Jacksonville where Flores got out-coached in crucial moments in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, that cost the game. I mean, wasn't he Urban Meyer's only victim? I digress. But, yeah, he's a good coach, right? Anyway, so you go over that. He was a great defensive mind. He was not a good head coach. And you even in crucial situations, let alone how he handled personnel and players and stuff. I mean, crucial moments, he buckled like, a cardboard box that's been sitting out in the rain for 3 days and a 400-pound man sits on it, right? And let's be honest. I mean, you lost to Urban Meyer. Need I say more? When he was known for dancing on women in clubs more than beating you that season. That says a lot. So you would have won either one of those games. We would have been in the playoffs already. We would have already been in the playoffs if we didn't blow either one of those games. And we're fortunate
that none of it happened, because it wouldn't have been as fireable of an offense, when it came to it.
I think he still would have been fired.
Even if we make the playoffs, we still fire Flores.
Yeah, because of what everything was going, because of how toxic the environment was and everything
behind the scenes.
Players hated him. People think it's just Tua. X hated him. All the vets hated him. It wasn't the only vets that liked him were the ones he brought in, like his pet Byron Jones, who after calling out X for that money, took his ball and went home.
Right. And then he did the exact same thing when Mike McDaniels got here. And I think Jerome Baker was a Flores guy too, because
he was.
You don't really hear or see too much of Jerome Baker nowadays.
It's over, bud.
With the Mike McDaniels.
He's not going to be a Dolphin. He's not going to be a Dolphin next year.
Might not.
No,
might not, man.
That's like a 95% assurity as it stands on October 10th right now. Unless he takes some massive, drastic pay cut, like we're talking like massive.
Right. He won't do it.
He's not what they want, man. I'm telling you.
Right.
He's like he's got zero instincts, can't get off a block to save his life. You know what I mean? Like, even if that front makes it, look at how dominant that front was last week. Was Jerome Baker dominant? David Long was dominant at times.
David Long made plays.
Making the plays. Jerome Baker wasn't. He wasn't feasting off the dominance of the front because he ain't that good. I've been telling people this, man. People just want to think with their feelings instead of their heads, though, when it comes to him, right? So, Let's get into the film. But before we do, Martin, what do I got to do? I got to thank all the Patreons and the channel members for making this all possible. There's so many of you. We had to make a video to show our support, and I appreciate each and every one of you who support this channel. Just smash that like button. That's all you need to do. You don't even need to donate $1 right now. Smash that like button. There's over 280 of you in the room, almost 300 of you in the room. Just smash the like button. It's free. It takes a second, and it helps out the show a lot. So that said, let's get into the film, because, you know, your boys put in a lot of work to this stuff. So the least you can do is smash the like button for us. All right. All right. And we are the most concise, and we have also been the most correct film breakdown in this community when it comes to the Dolphins on YouTube. So let's keep it rolling into season 4, week 5 of Tua's days here on Phinside the NFL. Martin.
Week 5. David defeats Goliath. That's the title.
I don't know. I get he's a giant, but he's not even a Jolly Green Giant, my friend.
Nah,
what they are right now.
These are some type of I don't know, man. Ever since Eli left, it's just been
they ain't the G-men, the mini-men. They ain't no giants. You know?
You're right.
All right. It's Krispy Kreme's. That's donuts 0-0 after the Giants failed to score on the opening drive. 1st and 10 after a 24-yard Achane run starts Miami's first drive off. And you dang right we're gonna have an Achane run in here. Okay. 1st and 10 again. 2 is in the pistol. We got 21 personnel here. 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left. Cover 2 for the Giants. Hill's going to motion and take the forward toss at the snap as Tua sells the toss. Hill's going to get the left edge, and he's going to gain about 6 yards to start the game off. A lot of screens and a lot of just manufacturing guys into space this game.
Yeah, that's what I clearly saw this game. It was well scripted. Yeah. Well scripted with easy completions. Well scripted with schemes.
You didn't show a lot either, right? You know?
Nah. It did, like, and stop me if I'm wrong, Reason, but the way I'm seeing this, the first 15 plays of every game for this Dolphins offense is Mike McDaniel showing the entire league. People are going to watch this film. Look what I can do. You know what I mean?
So true.
It's pretty much he's
look what I can do.
It's like an artist who has an unorthodox kind of painting scheme or whatever, and he just puts things together that work damn near perfectly. And you gotta tip your hat to the master.
He's ridiculous. He might be one of the best play designers and offensive minds in football right now.
Right now, for sure.
Right now, for sure. So 2nd and 4 after that 6-yard gain by Hill. You got 2 in the gun, 3 receivers stacked in the right slot, and another split out wide for quads to that side. 21 personnel again because that was Moser who motioned out there. Cover 3 here for the mini men. And it's going to be a simple screen to Waddle. And I want you to I want y'all to look at the right tackle here, number 73. I want y'all to see the effort, the speed from Austin Jackson to get out ahead as a blocker. I mean, nice blocks from Hunt and Ingle too, but this is great stuff. 20 yards. Look at the effort. Look at the effort. When have
that
we
is insane.
A man who is trying to run to the bank because he knows he needs to get paid? Austin Jackson, the effort we are seeing from him is fantastic. Look at this. Chip, get out. Ooh, look at this man. He's out ahead of Waddle. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
And again, it's all a part of Mike McDaniel's scheme, the breakdown. Just this straight sprint out for Austin. Look at that man on his horse. He runs through the hole like he's a running back because he already knew how it was going to open up, and he found the first guy smoking. Yeah, man, this was awesome. This was awesome to watch. Everybody got their block.
If we ever in a game where we need like points at the end of the game to win and there's just time, I'm like lateraling it to Austin Jackson. Run, boy, run! Look at this guy.
Run, Forrest.
Look at this guy. This is beautiful.
Nah, man. Look, and it's a pleasure to see it because everybody knows about this channel's, beatdown of Austin Jackson the first 3 years of his career.
27 wanted none of it. Look at that.
Nah, he ducked out of it.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
He was like, nah, I ain't doing it. But I mean the transformation of this guy mentally, physically, schematically, it's just been a breath of fresh air, man. And dare I say, he is the best lineman on the team right now. Yeah. Dare I say it? Yeah. He is the best lineman on the team right now, bro. As far as the production that I've seen from week 1 all the way up until right now, it's been staggering.
It's good. He's our most consistent lineman right now. You can say that. Because I mean, he's been healthy, so he's been our most consistent lineman and our guy to lean on. And what a world we're living in that we've come to that. And hey, man, listen, I'm not going to come out here and say I'm sorry about my draft profile because I was right.
Right.
And I ended up being right about when we got McDaniel. I said Liam Eichenberg is not good. It's not going to happen. But what did I say? You see a poor man's Trent Williams in terms of the traits with Austin Jackson. Quick feet, athletic. You just need him to build that anchor and that man strength and really that upper body strength. And you might got something. His hands have gotten more violent this year. He's put in the work. The offensive, he's put in the work with the coaching staff and he's put in the work himself. And we're seeing the results from Austin Jackson. And I also think it's a result of good coaching. Butch Berry, everyone needs to tip their hat.
Retain him as well.
Yes, sir. Listen, I'm at a point right now where you let Christian Wilkins and a couple of these defensive pieces walk. You rebuild those defensive pieces, with cheap options that I know Fangio just needs that can fit his scheme, whether through the draft or free agency. And I try to bring back Connor, Wynn, and Austin Jackson. I try to bring back that whole, and I try to bring back Kendall Lamb as well. I try to bring back all of them. That should be your focus. We have seen the results of keeping Tua upright, and we have reaped the results and the benefits of that. That should be the primary focus. Another year with this line intact, you need to bring back Connor, Wynn, Austin, and Lamb. You need to find a way to get all those guys back and keep this continuity offensively, and let Fangio retool and rebuild with the assets that are afforded to him after that's done with his defense. This should be the
offensively. You can break a whole nother threshold, bringing it back one more year. So
well, I think you can bring these guys back for a couple of years. But I do think if Austin Jackson keeps playing like this, someone's going to offer him more money than we're willing to part with. I think that's a realistic possibility, man. So first and 10 here, 2 in the pistol, 21 personnel, 2 receivers, stacked to the left, 1 to the right. Tyreek and Waller on the field. Cover 6-4-2 for New York here. Cedric Wilson's going to motion. If you watch Tua, he's going to sell that handoff to Mostert, and he's going to hit a wide open Cedric Wilson Jr. right on that wheel route for about 23 yards. He's going to motion down to the bottom right of your screen. He's going to hit him for 23 yards. It's Cedric Wilson's biggest play of the season so far, and if you look at here, the safety, Dane Belton, and the high safety, too, got caught flat-footed. I think they expected a run based off the package, and based on the personnel grouping, right? I think they expected a run here. And if you watch...
That's a good point.
24, Dane Belton, and the high safety, they get caught flat-footed there. And they were clearly expecting something to come out of the backfield. And we made them pay, Martin.
That's a great point about personnel and seeing who's in and who's out.
Yeah.
And obviously everybody on the field right now is probably per film room and film breakdown. This is their run
Tyreek's not on the field.
Blocking package. Exactly.
Yeah.
Their run blocking package. So perfect play call again. Tua's operation is just pristine, man. Look
how quick that fake reset and trigger is, bro. It's unbelievable.
It's unreal. It's unreal to see the operation just be so. I mean, come on, bro. That's Bruce Lee work.
And to be that
you know what I mean?
and to be that like accurate
Yeah.
on point, like just to
Yeah.
reset and trigger, it's unbelievable.
It's Bruce Lee worthy when it comes to that. And again, great play call again. This drive was just, Mike McDaniel showing off his his offensive skill and how he puts plays together. But this view is perfect about the operation, Tua's operation.
Yeah.
And it's like, there ain't no. It's like a choreographed kung fu scene in movies, bro.
Wasn't this
every
the first
foot
time
and
you
every
noticed on
hand.
a passing situation that we saw that personnel grouping too? We hadn't seen that personnel grouping out yet, right? We hadn't seen Tyreek and Waddle off the field and that personnel grouping out there. We hadn't really. I mean, that was Cedric, Robbie Chosen, and who was the other one out there? And Smythe.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I think Barrios is out there too, if I'm not mistaken. But
let me go back.
I got to re-see it.
Yeah, because Smythe's out there. Yeah, we hadn't seen this personnel grouping before. Yeah, there you go. So you got Smythe, Barrios, Cedric Wilson, and Robbie Chosen. And then
is that? Hold on, wait.
Is that Barrios? That's not Barrios.
No, Ingold. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the black wristband. So that's Ingold.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, because it's 21 personnel here. Yeah, that's Ingold.
It's screaming run play, but it's the perfect play call. Like you said, caught him flat-footed. Easy. Oof. And that's my favorite route.
Yeah, the wheel.
Give me the wheel route, bro.
Give me the wheel all day, baby. That's Ingold. Always look for the black wristbands, and it's Ingold.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Right there. You see it. So, anyways, yeah. So, listen, it's an interesting personnel grouping, and they sold it. They bid on it, and a better defense might not, but it is what it is.
It worked perfectly right there.
Yeah, I'll take it, baby. So, and I got here my last note: caught them sleeping, and Tua utilized that quick trigger. First and 10, 2 in the gun, Moser to his right. We got a 3-by-1 receiver set, 11 personnel. It's cover 6, 4-2 look for New York. Moser is going to motion and head out to the left on a swing route. Thibodeau is going to get a free rush because Smythe gets caught flat-footed and Lamb down blocks to support Wynn. Tua gets it off to Moser, though, who gets up the sideline, almost fumbles the ball away after gaining 4 yards. And you really see how flat-footed Smythe gets caught. You know what I mean? It's
right there.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
But at the very least, again, this is Miami Daniels showing off the blocking scheme for this play by the wide receivers up top is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. Look at that. Look at that.
Man,
I mean,
what happened to Raheem's ball security, man? They saw something, eh? People have seen something on film that's working. I mean, when this thing's happening this way, guys are picking something up.
Maybe.
Look at this.
But again, this is
popped right out.
Outside of the fumble by Mostert, this is another. It was another play design of Mike McDaniel just showing off again. Yeah. And I mean, geez, when y'all see that blocking scheme, you're gonna be like, wow. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's too many things to go over, man. I'm sorry.
2nd and 5, 2 in the gun. Moser to his left, 11 personnel, 1-by-2 receiver set. Cloud 1-3 look for the Giants on this play. Hill's going to motion. It's going to be a screen. Great effort, good block by Waddle, but Hill is going to be taken out of bounds at the 2 after gaining about 9 yards on this. Right? Good block
Same thing.
by Waddle, right?
Right.
Tries to find that little seam and he gets knocked out.
Again, you're just operating the first 15, man. First drive play calling has been damn near perfect. And this was an easy pitch and catch. Great blocking by Waddle, like you said.
All day, baby. Right there. It is a good effort by Waddle. Look at the effort and willingness.
Look at that.
That's all you need, man. Chase Claypool's going back to 83, the number he wore at Notre Dame. If you give me that willingness and effort and that blocking you gave me while you wore that number, we're going to be just gravy, kid. We're going to be just gravy. First and goal, I apologize. 2 under center, I formation, 1 receiver out to the left. Hill is going to come into that wing back look off Smith's right hip that we've seen so much. 21 personnel. Ingold's going to motion to make it a strong right eye formation. Sell the run. They fake the end around to Hill. Waddle's coming free on that over route. Look at that. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right to that back corner. But Tua is a split hair too late. He even hitches on the throw.
Correct.
And, McKinney drops just enough into the hole to break it up. Good play by McKinney.
Yeah.
Follow the eyes, baby.
Agreed. It was a good play by Xavier McKinney, and this was just a little too nonchalant for Tua right here. Like you said, back foot, ball should be gone.
Way
and the type of throw that he needs to make needs to hit Jalen Waddle in the face mask. That you just fire that football right there. He'll make a catch for you.
Yeah, you don't back shoulder that one. Face mask that. Aim to the back corner, baby.
Like you said, as soon as he hits that back leg on the play action,
ball out.
Ball. Yeah. Ball. Yeah.
But he tried to look him off with Smythe. You got to just see that. And
and Tua does that, but this is definitely something Darrell Bevell has to really start intensifying in practice reps.
Yeah.
Goal line. Yeah. Goal to goal. Passing opportunities. Yeah. We miss on a lot of these, man.
Agreed. Second and goal, empty backfield from the 2 for Miami, 2 in the gun, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Smythe's going to motion out to the right, and Tua's going to start to that side with Hill. He's going to read Ingles, drag over the middle, and then he's going to come back to his left, extend the play as Waddle runs a whip, and he's going to get free in his break, and Tua finds him. What a catch for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Mm-hmm. But he runs that whip
play.
Route. He gets that separation off that whip route. So good. And you see the extension. Look at, tell me this man's a one-read quarterback. Not only did that the third read, he extended it. Because when you watch his head, especially from the God view, you see him. He starts at that side with that Hill read, reads Ingold's drag, and then comes back and likes what he sees on that whip. Extends it out all day, baby. And he knew he had to extend that out because he knew the whip was going to cross with that slant. Right? Or the whip the other way. The 2 whips, right? So you got to whip in and a whip out, right? Yeah. So the whip in and the whip out, they go over across. He knows he's got to overextend. And he does it. See? That's knowing your playbook, knowing the play call, understanding the defense. That's a good play from Tua Tagovailoa.
That's a really good play, but the play calling itself, it just wasn't It's not a good play call against man coverage, which is what the Giants played right here, which is why Tua had to extend it a little bit. But the play was made, man. The play was made. And
look at that. Ooh, and the man slipped. What a catch.
Hey, Reed, you can rewind that God view real quick. Hey, look at Tua's feet when he's rolling out, bro. He's taking like those.
The gallops? What a catch, man.
Yeah, that's a big time play, man. Big time play. Wow, elevated. Mm-hmm. But again, you see the type of throws Tua makes in these situations. I think that's why Chase Claypool might have to begin his first reps and role as a goal line receiver, man. See what he can do.
Yeah. 7-0 still, 3rd and 3 after a 5-yard and 2-yard runs by Moser to start this drive after New York missed a field goal. Empty backfield for Tua, 3-by-2 set. Cover 1 for New York. Achane's going to motion into the backfield to his left. He's going to make it a double stack to each side. Hill and Waddle are going to run a mesh concept. Tua's going to look off Waddle and then Achane before coming back to Hill on the drag for 5 yards on the first down. Problem is Achane would fumble on the very next play.
I mean, yeah, it happens, man. That's still a good read by Tua. Everything pretty much was covered. He was on time with it. But let's see this real quick. Look at Dexter Lawrence, left defensive tackle right here. And look how he does Robert Hunt right here, man. Just get out the way. Awesome. But because the protection of the offensive line.
Yeah, because you don't have.
Shout out to Connor Williams. Look
at who's there to pick it up. Who's there to pick it up, baby? Extend this man.
Oh man.
Liam Eichenberg would be over here by, he'd be riding Hunt's hip over here trying to help him up.
but that just let me know that bro. When you got Connor Williams in, things just happen the way it should. Just based off he's just a better player. But Dexter Lawrence right here, that was a vicious rip right there. Dang, I wasn't expecting that, man.
Oh, but
he's gotten better, bro. He's gotten better. Like the same way we've been tracking our players' development. Dexter Lawrence has gotten better from his rookie year all the way up until now. He might be one of the best, top 3, top 5 defensive tackles in the NFL when it comes to like certain things that he does. So
he's definitely a beast. But yeah, again, highlighting the difference Connor Williams makes, huh? Love it.
Absolutely. It's necessary.
And Hill making it happen, baby. Let's go. Look at Isaiah Simmons. All right. Giants punt after the Achane fumble on a 3-and-out. 1st and 10. We got 2 in the pistol. Smite's going to motion to the right. 1-by-1 receiver set. 21 personnel for Miami. Cover 2 press for the Giants. Ingle's going to motion out left. Tua's going to fake the handoff. And everything's going to be so well covered to that open side he's moving to, so he's going to toss it away. Avoids the negative play. Don't force it. Good decision.
Right. Well covered, well coached, great decision. Ball in the dirt. That's it. It's that simple. You're backed up. Nothing crazy.
Love it. Smart growth. You would have forced that. All right. We got 2nd and 10 now. Split back shotgun look for Miami, which we actually didn't see a lot of this game, which surprised me. 1 receiver to each side, 21 personnel, cover 2 press for New York. Ingle's going to motion out right. Brother, the pocket presence from Tua on this play and the awareness to sidestep Raheem Nunez-Roches, man, because if you watch the left guard here win, Isaiah Wynn's going to get caught sleeping and flat-footed. And, man, watch Tua step up, find Tyreek at the end of the slant route for an 18-yard gain. Tua's so shifty and nimble in the pocket. Watch, he's just like flat-footed. And Tua makes a play. Love it. Love it because, look at Tyreek even loses the helmet, but the play happens.
Hey, that like you just said, man, Tua's pocket presence and awareness on this play. He felt it. He stepped up into the pocket, knew exactly where the line of scrimmage was. Just dumped it off, delivered the football, let his playmaker make the play. But what kind of stood out to me the most was Jalen Waddle's route from the from what view is that? Not the God view,
the broadcast view.
The broadcast view, the field view. He at the bottom of the screen right here. If Isaiah Wynn got that block and Tua had more time, I think Tua hits Waddle right here. Boom. Right there on that out route. I think he hits him right there in stride. But because he felt the pressure, that route is dead. He steps up into the pocket and he finds a Tyreek Hill coming right in.
Like, what's he looking at, bro? He's looking at Bobby Okereke. If you watch his head, the only thing I could say was if you watch him originally, it looks like he's looking up like Bobby Okereke. Watch. Look.
I don't know if he expected Kendall Lamb to help with that block, because Kendall Lamb and Durham Smythe is doubling Thibodeau, right?
Yeah.
So you see that going on right there, but maybe he was expecting Lamb to double the defensive tackle, right?
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. So 1st and 10 now. 2 in the pistol, 21 personnel, 2-by-1 receiver set that Ingle's going to motion out of from the left. Cover 2 press man for New York. And guess what? Tua gives Achane the inside zone run and watch him get through that gap as Smite's going to seal off Thibodeau. Lamb clears out Simmons, and once Achane is one-on-one with McKinney, his speed and open space awareness takes over as he gets the angle up the left sideline, and he's gone for 76 yards, 14-0 Miami. Martin, unreal burst, acceleration, and vision from Achane. This kid's a difference maker. This hit the 3rd fastest ball carrier time of the season so far on this run, 21.76 miles per hour he was clocked at.
That's what it looks like. That's what fast looks like. And I will say this, great run by Achane. finds everything, finds the opening, takes off. But the blocking up front, let me go ahead and
give it the clap.
I mean, everybody had their head on a hat or their hat on a head, whatever you want to say about it. Blocking, perfect. And Achane saw it exactly how it was going to open up. Didn't waste one stride, broke right through. And I also put on here reasons. Let's go ahead and give Austin Jackson his extension, bro. Because everybody, look at the right tackle right here.
73.
Yeah. I mean, just immediately goes to his assignment, no hesitation, knows exactly what he's doing. Guys, Austin Jackson has arrived, man. It's like a father seeing his son walk for the first time, man. Watching Austin Jackson play this kid. It is spectacular to see this guy play at this level right now. Oh my goodness.
So 14-3 after a Giants field goal, 1st and 15 after an Isaiah Wynn false start. 2 is in the gun, Achane to his right. 1 receiver to the left, 2 receivers stacked to the right with Hill in that wingback look. 11 personnel for Miami, cover 2 for New York. It's going to be a screen to Tyreek Hill. Again, fantastic blocking in space. Hill follows it, picks up 64 yards for a huge gain. McKinney catches Tyreek Hill and makes the tackle, but watch Achane jog and catch up with him. This is the play Tyreek was referring to when he said he was washed. But look at the blocking in space again. Absolutely fantastic. They know their assignment. See, guys, this is what we talk about when you get play calling, good personnel, and execution, where we've been lacking on certain times on defensively, the execution portion. Look at the execution of this play. And, man, McKinney can't even run that fast. His 40 was nowhere near 4.2. What the hell is this going on here, Tyreek?
It might be fatigue. Could be.
I'm just teasing.
But what I look like, you said everything perfectly. The blocking on this play was perfect, and Achane, I think he hesitated to block, to kind of sprint in front of Tyreek Hill, to make that steal off block that would have probably sprung him for a touchdown. Only because it just seems like he wasn't too sure what to do right there, because he didn't necessarily expect Tyreek to break like that. Well, because you're dealing
with 2 high speeds, right?
You
probably didn't want to trip him up or anything like
that. Exactly.
Yeah, what a play by Tyreek.
That dude is fast, man. Oh my goodness.
Cheetah.
Right. But literally the way Tyreek Hill runs, it's like the sound you hear from a motorcycle that just zooms by you.
Yeah.
That's how he looks like.
And
when
that's
he's
the play
running.
Reek hit 22 miles per hour on, as Knight points out.
Sick. That's sick.
After we just talked about someone hitting 21.76 miles per hour. Crazy, right. Crazy. So 2nd and goal after an Achane run, it gains 12, followed up by a run that gains nothing. 2 in the gun, 2 wide receivers stacked to the left. Mostert is going to be in the backfield to his left. 21 personnel, Smite tight to the right side. Cover 2 red zone look for New York. 2 is going to try to come back shoulder on Waddle's out route to draw the flag, which they should have, as Deontay Bax didn't even turn his back, and he impacted Waddle's ability to make the play. Instead, it's called incomplete. I think this is a DPI, bro. And I got to say this. I got to say this, though. Sorry to cut you off. How do you not see Ingold just come wide open on that drag after the chip? Oh!
This is still something that Tua.
Yeah, we saw Gesicki. We used to see with Gesicki all the time over the middle. Remember?
Yes,
We'd always see Gesicki come wide open over the middle on the short stuff, and he'd never target it.
It's something for Tua to work on. There were a ton of options on this play as far as what Waddle was to the corner, and then what broke off to the right side. So Tua needs to get more acclimated and comfortable with the play calling at the goal and goal situation, the concepts that they're going to execute,
we're seeing
and how he needs to operate.
We're seeing that red zone, close to goal, middle of the field misses we'd see even under the pass regime with Gesicki all the time. I'd point this out. Remember? I pointed out all
I remember. And that's why I'm saying Tua needs to, keep, chipping away at that wood, man, because If he gets perfected at this point in the game, 40 touchdowns on the year can turn into 50 easily.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
If he perfects this part of the game.
Isn't there a play later in the game that's like incomplete or something where he has that little flat leak out again, but it's to the right side and he chooses not to throw it, right? I'm pretty sure it happens.
I got to see it. But
it comes from the tight end, not from the backfield like it did. Anyways, incompletion there.
That's PI though, for sure.
Yeah, that's a PI. That's a PI. 110%.
And if anything, Tua needs to make that throw in the back pylon instead of
not back shoulder.
Right there. Exactly. Yeah. So there's just a lot of things that could have happened on that play.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and goal, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 11 personnel, 3-by-1 receiver set, cover 2 red zone look for New York. Tua is going to make the wrong read. He's going to target Waddle again on that option speed out, but he's throwing into double coverage as neither Okereke or McKinney are going to move off the spot. It's tipped up by Okereke, and it's going to be picked by Pinnock for 6. Again, I'm going to go back and we'll watch this. Watch Smythe. Here's what I was talking about. The play before. Flat route all day. I'm taking that inside shoulder flat route all day, and he doesn't take it. He forces it, and it's off to the races.
Yeah, and even if Tua's not comfortable with what he's seeing, you're right there. 3rd down. You're in field goal range. Man, throw that football to the first first people in the stands, bro.
Look, watch Smythe. Watch Smythe. This is inside shoulder all day.
I agree. I agree.
Right there, it's out for me. Right there. So he's just running under it inside. Look at, because the true defenders drew to Tyreek, and you saw that happen pre-snap. You got to ID that.
Yeah.
Because if you watch, you see it happen pre-snap. It happens right here. They shift right there. Right before snap, you got to ID that shift and see that space is going to draw open.
That's a telltale sign.
Yeah. Oh, man. You gotta, it is what it is. It was there. That's the throw to me that you make is right there. That's quick. Ball out. You got to ID that and process a pre-snap. Boom, ball out right off at your drop. That's it, you know?
And if you're going to make that throw to Waddle, it has to be out of your hands
you ain't making that throw to Waddle because no one moves.
It has to be
when you watch here, you shouldn't make this because McKinney and Okereke. Look at you haven't moved anyone. You haven't moved anyone. So I don't like that decision. I don't like that throw. You didn't move anyone. I think the underneath that little speed out from Smythe is the option. On that would have
been one. It should have been Smythe or the back of the end zone.
Exactly. It's Smythe or throw that away for me. You know.
Yeah,
but you got to ID that pre-snap.
So. Agreed. Yeah, and again, that's something him and Bevel are definitely going to have to chew up and bring to the table when it comes to what you got to grind for in practice. You know, because if he perfects that, like I said, 40 touchdowns can easily turn into 50, easy for the season. So.
All right, Dolphins get the ball back after the pick 6, 1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 1-by-3 receiver set, 2 receivers stacked to the right slot, 11 personnel, cover 6 for New York. 2 is going to hit Berrios on the quick speed out back shoulder so he can attempt to split the 2 defenders for 13 yards. Good read, good throw by Tua there, I thought.
Right. Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. And Dexter, again, this dude is a pro. Dexter Lawrence, now he's that right defensive tackle. Look what he does.
Oh,
right there, like people
forces wind to force them through the gap, you know.
But look at the shove that he does on Connor Williams when Connor Williams was engaged with the player. Boom,
freed up.
That's why I'm saying I'm seeing top 3, top 5 defensive tackle play from him because those are the small things that they do in trench warfare to open up room for other players to go after the quarterback, and it's so subtle and so smooth. That if you don't notice it, you'll miss it, and this dude,
buttery.
He's special to me, man. Yeah,
buttery smooth. Dolphins in the hurry up now. 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 2-by-2 receiver set. 11 personnel quarters for New York. 2 is going to target Cedric Wilson for the completion on the dig route across the middle, who makes a catch, loses balance and falls, but not before picking up another 13 yards for the offense.
Yeah, man. He eyed the key defender perfectly.
Yeah.
And this was one of the more super anticipatory throws. Like if you, and real quick reason, if you go back to the field view, just before Tua makes throw to Cedric Wilson Jr. Can you pause it like right when he's about to make that throw?
Yeah.
And right there, and look at where Cedric is at by the 50, right?
Oh yeah.
Where in the world should that ball be by the time Cedric Wilson turns his head? And that's what everybody means by, Tua's accuracy, his anticipation, his processing. He's playing like a top 5 quarterback, and the anticipation on that play is just next level, man. As far as getting that ball out right there, right now, and Cedric is not even at the top of his route, and the ball is already coming out, man. It's a different level, man. It's a different level we're seeing from Tua.
And it's such a simplified play, even like the last one where if you don't pause it and catch it, you're gonna miss it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And like T. Rich says, you just can't teach that. It's true. It's a superpower, man.
100%.
Next level. It's my quarterback.
It's my quarterback, man.
Man, Tyreek wasn't lying. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, 1st and 10. 2 in the gun, 4x1 receiver set with Achane motion out to the left slot into a stack. 11 personnel again for Miami. Quarters once more for New York. Achane's going to motion again, and it's a screen to Waddle that only picks up a single solitary yard.
Mm-hmm. That was a great play by that Giants defender. He blew that play up.
Yeah. Said not today.
Who is that, number 28? I don't even know who that is.
What on the...
For the Giants.
I was going to say, you best not be talking about Achane, brother. It's Flott. Cordell Flott.
Oh. Okay, I never heard of him. But he blew that play up immediately.
Yeah. He ain't buying. Right there. Okereke almost blew it up too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2nd and 9 now. 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. 1x3 set. 11 personnel for Miami. Quarters for New York. 2 is going to hit Waddle on the in route. The coverage is good, but the throw is better. It's an absolute dime with Hawkins draped all over Waddle. 12 yards and another first down. What a freaking dime, my friend.
Perfect read, perfect throw.
Look at that.
Pinpoint. Perfect read, perfect throw.
Teach that.
There was nothing else open, perfect coverage, and that one just got him.
Oh. I don't think people realize how nuanced and special of a throw that is, man.
Yeah. Like when the ball leaves his hand from the guy view, like, damn.
Bro, it's ridiculous.
Pinpoint. Yeah.
All right. Pinpoint or keyhole?
Both. Keyhole. Pinpoint. Same thing here. Another one.
Mm-hmm. All right. So 1st and 10. I want to bring that back. Again, 1st and 10 here. 2 in the gun. Achane to his left. You got a doubles set, 2 receivers each side, 11 personnel for Miami. Quarters for New York. And Tyreek is going to hit Cedric on the quick in route. Makes the catch. Then he's going to make a defender miss at the catch point. Tries to get out of bounds to the right sideline, but he can't after picking up 10 yards and another first.
That's a rare throw to make, too. That's a rare throw to make. The back shoulder, like a high back shoulder, to keep away from the inside defender, but still give him the opportunity to run to the sideline. That's a rare throw to make.
Yeah.
But Cedric Wilson, man, Ocho Cinco, whoever does the Madden ratings, man, put his speed back at like 75, man. It's just this dude's speed is terrible, man. God, trying to beeline to the sideline and get caught.
We're just spoiled, brother. We're spoiled. That's
my goodness. Look at someone.
I know he's trying to. Oh man, he kind of looks like DVP when he puts his head down and arches his back when he runs.
Because he's a tall dude, though. Cedric Wilson is how tall? Like 6'4", damn near. Like he's a tall dude, man, lanky.
All right, so First and 10 from the New York 23 after Miami uses their second timeout. I think there's like 30 seconds left right now. Tua's in the gun, stacked receivers to each side. Mostert in the backfield to his right, 11 personnel for Miami, quarters for New York. Barrios is going to motion, and Kevon Thibodeau just dominates Lamb at the contact point, drives him back on his heels to collapse the pocket and get the sack for a 6-yard loss right there. This also forces Miami to use their third and final timeout. It always takes costly penalties or gives up sacks at the most inopportune times, it feels like.
Right.
Look at just on his heels. Holy. Lucky Tua tucked that ball, eh? You see that last minute swipe? He tried to get that ball free. Tua said, nope.
Yeah, Thibodeau just straight up dominated that rep right there. And, you know, it can happen, man. You know, he had no time really, so he couldn't get the playoff. But real quick reason, if you can go back to the guy view, Austin Jackson is looking special. He's looking special, man. Like if people can just pay attention to the right tackle right here. I mean, just fighting, man.
Yeah.
Just fighting. Look, I know you don't want to call him the best offensive lineman that we had because we still have Teron Armstead and Connor Williams, Robert.
That's why you call him the most consistent. You call him the most consistent.
Yeah, man. He's looked the part, man.
He's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty says Claypool to replace Cedric in 3, 2, 1. That's 4-4 speed getting out of bounds, baby. He knows what's up. Over 350 of you in the room, smash that like button. Second and 16 after the sack, 2 in the gun, Waddle in the backfield to his right, 1 receiver to each side. It's 21 personnel on this, right? Because you see Waddle coming to the backfield. And Tua's not going to like what he sees downfield. He's going to take up the middle for a 7-yard scramble. This would lead to a spike on 3rd and 9 due to no timeouts left and a 40-yard field goal from Sanders, and it would go 17-10 Miami heading into halftime. Again, not liking what he's seeing because, I mean, you go back here, I get why he didn't like what he saw. I mean, you see the drop. You got this there, but he's already out. He's already out, right? So they're playing everything deep over top, so he takes that, spikes it. They settle for 3, 17-10 Miami Dolphins, or as I like to call them, the good guys leading in the half.
And again, this is all situational awareness. No timeouts left. You're in field goal range. You have enough time on the clock. If they give you an opportunity, you make the throw, but get as many yards as you can. Hold your horses. Don't rush anything. Let's wait for the clock to get down to 4 seconds. Snap the football, spike, kick a field goal, go into halftime. Yeah. That was great clock management by the Dolphins offense.
So 1st and 10 to open the second half. 2 in the gun, Achane to his left, 1-by-1 receiver set, 21 personnel for Miami. Giants are in cover 2. Achane's going to motion. 2 is going to have a good pocket, but both deep passes are going to be bracketed, and Achane is going to be covered in the flat. So 2 is not going to make the greatest decision throwing to Tyreek, but watch this Laird throw. Ooh, on the money.
Ripped it, yeah.
Money. Hits Tyreek on that deep crosser. But it hits his hands, and you got. I think it's a float. Whatever that. What's his face? Flott. He's underneath. Cordell Flott is the guy. Underneath. Yeah. So you see this, man. I mean, you appreciate it even more in the God view. People, watch this throw. You're like, okay, nothing. There's nothing. You're like, okay, everything's over the top and bracketed. What do I do here? Especially to the right. This guy comes back and throws it. Oh my God.
And where is Tua at when he threw that football? Like, what yard line is that? That's the 20. Is that the 20?
No, is that like the 15?
15-yard line. And the ball got to.
Yeah, he throws it from the 17.
Like the 50.
Throws it to the 17 to like the Giants 49. The Giants 49. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like from 15 to 50 though, that's a 35-yard sling. And like you said, from the God view,
watch this from the God view, bro. Yeah. From the God view right here. It's impressive. It's so impressive right here from the God view. Watch this. Look at this. You look at him. Oh, Holy
Yeah.
God. And it looks like Tyreek wasn't expecting him to make the throw, let alone hit him on the money.
Wow. And mind you, you still have like a defensive presence in front of you, but I mean, it still got through. You know what I mean?
Money in the bank.
And real quick reason, just subtly on the God view too, the offensive line, right? The protection, right? From right, what is it, the tight end to tackle. Look at how everybody gets their block. The blocking scheme on this is damn near perfect. And then once everybody gets their blocks, watch Alec Ingold and Durham Smythe break off into delayed routes after all the blocks are settled. This is high level scheming, high level, blocking concepts. Bro, this is I don't know, man. I'm thoroughly impressed with the way this offense operates, bro. You know what I mean? As far as Mike McDaniel.
That throw is so on the money.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Wow, what a big throw. Anyways, all right, continuing on, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a good throw. What a beautiful, beautiful throw from Tua. I
was gonna say maybe he could have hit Waddle, but it would have it would have been a tough like squeeze on the sideline because he's made that throw before, but it would have been tough.
Yeah. So anyways, very next play now. 2 in the gun, 3x2 receiver set with an empty backfield. New York is in cover 2 here. 2 is going to hit Cedric Wilson Jr. on the quick out for a 6-yard pickup. It's really nothing fancy on this play. It's just quick and efficient. There's really not much happening on this play. So it's just a quick, efficient 6-yard pickup to Cedric Wilson Jr. And Cedric Wilson Jr. seeing himself involved, man.
He's getting more reps. And maybe they're giving him more reps because he's going to lose a lot of reps when Chase Claypool, hits the field. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And you ready for the next play? Because the next play is the one that Tua called on his own, baby.
Yeah. Field general, we got a Peyton Manning on our hands.
Damn right. Is that 1 or 18?
That's one. That's one. He's becoming 18 though. You can see it, man.
Love it. I see more 18 than I see 9. Let me tell you that much.
Ooh.
All right. So we got 3rd and 4, 2 in the gun, Achane to his right. We got trips left and 1 receiver to the right for a 3x1 receiver set. New York's in like a cover one like double robber look. Something we saw a lot from Bill Belichick. And Tua, he's going to see the 1-on-1 over on the right sideline that Tyreek has. Tua's going to drop it perfectly in the bucket for a 69-yard house call by Hill. Beautiful stuff. 24-10 Miami, baby.
Two things stood out to me on this play. Austin Jackson has officially unlocked his second effort Infinity Stone, and he just gives Tua extra room to make the play. But Tyreek Hill, as far as his ability to track the football, is next level, bro.
Yeah.
Next level. Didn't even look like he was trying.
Effortless.
Ran it down easily. Underneath.
Effortless. Everlasting. Tyreek Hill.
Man.
It's just and he knew it. He saw the 1-on-1. He knew they were cooked. Boom. Knew they're cooked right in stride.
Got it. Yeah.
Good night. A peace sign. And then this is also where the fan took the ball when they was trying to give to his mom, right?
That dude was about to get jumped by everybody on the.
I'm pretty sure he's on Twitter. That guy. All right.
That was mad. So,
now after that big play, it's 1st and 10. Still 24-10. Next drive for Miami that starts off with a 39-yard Mostert run nullified by Connor Williams hold, then followed by a 12-yard run by Achane. 2 in the pistol, 1x2 receiver set, 11 personnel for Miami. Hill's gonna motion from the right Cover 2 for the Giants. It's going to be a screen to Tyreek off the motion. That's just going to be a short gain for a simple 6 yards. Again, we're going to see a lot of screens now a little bit. So get ready for it.
Right. Again, it's to get the ball out of his hands.
When it's that's when it's working. Why stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, boom, out. Look at how he always makes at least one man miss. It's crazy, eh? He's just so
best athlete on the field, man.
He's ridiculous. All right, 2nd and 4. Tua in the pistol. 1x2 receiver set, 11 personnel from Miami. Cover 3 for New York. Smythe's going to motion out left. Tua's going to fake the handoff. Then he's going to hit Berrios coming across the backside, trying to leak out into the flats. But it's going to get shut down for basically no gain.
That's an insane pursuit angle by Okereke.
Yeah, the motor on Okereke is so high. He's all over the field, man. They would have been smart if they would have listened to us and got Okereke, huh?
He was one of my top guys, man, for free agency pickup from the Colts, man.
Yeah, he made
my top 10. You just see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3rd and 4 now. 2 in the gun, Achane to his left, double stack receiver set with 2 to each side, 11 personnel, cover 6, 2-4 for New York. Achane's going to motion. Tua's going to try to hit Waddle late on his drag after pumping off Berrios' slant because I don't think he liked the defender underneath. Arm hits Connor Williams. Ball floats over Waddle, who made 0 effort, by the way, and it's intercepted. Absolutely brutal, brother.
Yeah, it didn't look like Waddle was really paying attention at the time Tua made the throw. But yeah. Tua normally, he gets the ball to a Berrios in that situation, but because the pressure kind of, got to him a little quicker than usual, he couldn't quite read that as clean as he normally does to get the ball out quicker.
Yeah.
So it just led to a bad interception right there. So
agreed. 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard Achane run, 2 in the pistol, 2 receivers stacked to the right, 1 to the left, 21 personnel, cover 2 for New York. Achane's going to motion at the snap, and it's going to be a forward toss on like a jet sweep / end around, 8-yard gain. He's so fast to that edge, man. He has such good vision and patience. Watch him here. Just look at the patience for the blocker to get in front of him. Look at it. Even that's what tripped him up was this. He was overly patient.
I'm gonna miss seeing this man these next couple weeks.
I know.
I mean, he's such a complete football player, man. Like he already has his speed down. He's carving out his own niche as far as his play style. Let him rest. Let him sit down for a little bit.
Gotta have him healthy for the playoff run, baby.
Let's get it, man. I see it.
All right, 31-13 after Mostert finished the last drive off with a 2-yard touchdown. 3rd and 7 after a 2-yard and 1-yard run by Achane. 2 in the gun, Mostert to his left. 2x2 receiver set, 11 personnel for Miami. Cover 2 off for New York. Mostert's going to motion outright for an empty backfield look. Watch 2. He's going to move up in the pocket as he senses the pressure, and his throw is just too low for Waddle on his dig route, who can't bring it in for the first down, incomplete. And he's going to have Braxton Berrios on a post if he wasn't forced up and out right there, too. You saw him. You saw that, right? He has Braxton.
Yeah, that was in my notes.
On this right, he's got Braxton coming on that post.
That was in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sped up footwork kind of led to him missing Berrios on the timing throw.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the field. It was right there.
Yeah.
And then obviously the throw to Waddle was a little off target when he was stepping up in the pocket.
And Dolphins forced the punt too.
Right there. Like that step up, that sped up footwork. Yeah. It led to a miss.
So 2nd and 5 after a 5-yard Mostert run, 31-16 Miami. 2 in the gun, Mostert to his right, 11 personnel, 2 receivers stacked in the right slot, 1 split outside. Cover 2 man for New York. Waddle is going to motion outright. 2 is going to fake the toss, bootleg back to his open side. Tyreek's going to come across on a shallow crosser. Watch 2. It makes that off-platform throw with the pressure bearing down and falling backwards. 4-yard completion.
Immaculate design by McDaniel on this play.
Just want a better result. Yeah.
Just look how the play just unfolds, man. Everything flows that way, whips around, finds it, boom. Let the playmaker make plays.
Yeah, let him make plays, baby.
I love how that play turned out. They might have to revisit that, man, for sure.
3rd and 1 now, 2 under center, 1 by 2 receivers set, 11 personnel with Mostert as the single back. Cover 2 for New York. Tua is going to fake the handoff and target Waddle late on the drag, who's going to get stopped up for no gain right there. And that's going to force the Dolphins to punt. And, man, Berrios was wide open over the middle on the spot route. And Tua never even saw him. Watch. He stops at the top of his spot route, and he's got his hands up, and Tua doesn't even see him. Oh, man, that's got to hurt.
It's tough because, again, it's a 3rd and 1 situation. You're going to do a play action pass, so your back is going to be turned to the defense, but you want to project what you're seeing pre-snap and anticipate it post-snap. So if you have a cover 2, boom, ball that, like, if you have a cover 2, your back is turned and you still see 2 high safeties, you have to understand the middle routes in the middle should come open, and it was just more of a rush to get the ball to Waddle on that play action.
Man, Waddle and Hill lost their helmets this game.
Ball, get it to Braxton right there, man.
Yeah, he's open on that spot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3rd and 6 now after 1 yard and 3 yard runs by Mostert. Still 31-16. 2 in the gun. Mostert to his left. 2 receivers stacked out to that side. 1 receiver split to the right. 21 personnel for Miami. Cover 6-4-2 for New York. Well, if you watch Tua, he's going to go through multiple progressions, not like what he sees, and comes back to the check down. Tua is going to fake the give to Mostert. He has options with Achane leaking out of the backfield to the left, and Cedric and Chosen coming open on windows from their crossers. But he's going to take the check down to Mostert. He picks up 8 yards, the first down, and basically seals the victory for Miami.
Right. He normally rips that ball to the curl route, but he saw a drifting defender. So he just made the right decision, man. He didn't want to force anything. No crazy turnover. Wasn't there. Don't worry about it. You got the check down. And Mostert made a heck of a play to get that first. Big play by Mostert to get that first for it.
Love it. And that basically seals the victory for the Miami Dolphins, 31-16. So I want to hear in the comments, what did you guys think of the film this week? Other than a few bad decisions, pretty solid game through and through for Tua Tagovailoa. Where are you at after watching the film, Martin? Because I think we continue to watch a young quarterback grow. He's definitely in the MVP talks. I know Purdy's now entered the conversation. It's going to be sad not to see Achane be involved, like we both mentioned here. But, man, we got speed. We've got options with Mostert, Brooks, Hefe coming back in, Ahmed back as well. But, what are your thoughts on the running game moving forward into Carolina and now after reviewing Tua 5 weeks into the season?
I'm with you. I do not mind seeing Chris Brooks take a lump sum of snaps for running back 2 this week against a team that's not only 0-5, but they're still trying to find their footing as a team identity. They have young Bryce Young, who I think is going to be a really good quarterback when it's all said and done. But they're in their earlier stages, so why not put a guy out there in Chris Brooks that's earned reps and I believe can probably show us something, more than a Jeff Wilson who is coming off of that injury. Might have some rust in him, so I wouldn't rush him back onto the field too quickly. But regardless, the running game against the Carolina Panthers should be our key. I think that's the key to victory against the Carolina Panthers. Run the football. And honestly, the first 5 weeks of Tua, I mean, it's everything that you wanted to see out of Tua. We said last year we want to see a top 12 quarterback. We got a top 5 quarterback. This year we want to see a top 5 quarterback. We're arguably getting the best quarterback play in the entire league as a processor, as an operator, as an offensive functionary. They keep comparing it to the greatest show on turf. And I don't mind that comparison because Kurt Warner in 1999 and 2000 was playing
I want people
3, 4, 5 frames ahead.
We outgained
I got it. I got you.
We outgained them over the first 5 weeks. So we're outpacing them right now, I think.
I got you, man. And the only reason it's happening at this pace and at this level is because of Tua. Tua is the smooth operator. He's the smoothest guy for this job, and he's making it look easy. So, hey, man, hats off, man. I'm ecstatic of where we are right now, and I'm excited to see what's to come these next couple of weeks. Because trust me, it's about to get real quick. like they used to tell me as a freshman going into college, hey, Ukpai, it's about to get real quick.
Yeah, like
I hear you.
The thing is, I really think that stretch early on is going to show us a lot of what this team's made of with Philly, New England, and then the Chiefs, and that's right around the corner, man. I mean, we got this Carolina game, and then we got to get back to work because that's going to be, I think that 3-game stretch is probably the toughest stretch we have left on our schedule right now. If you were to look at our schedule right now, that's the toughest 3-game stretch we have on the schedule. And I think we're going to see a lot of what this team is made of. And if this team can come 2-1 or 3-0 out of that stretch, we are in good shape because listen, we should be 5-1 heading into that stretch. If Belichick gets his first ever victory, we could very well be 5-4 coming out of that 3-game stretch. So you got to get it done. And hey, if we come out 8-1 after that stretch, let's get to talking, baby. So
number 1 seed, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, that should be the focus right now. Where the Hard Rock is, I think, what are we 15-2 in our last 17 games at home or something like that? It's becoming hard to win in the Rock right now. Win at the Rock as a winning team, and winning cultures. Remember how hard was it to win at Foxborough for 20 years, right? Winning teams, they win at home, and then their goal is to go 500 or better on the road throughout the season. Because if you win at home and you go 500 on the road, you're looking at probably like 12 wins, 13 wins, right? So that's the goal, man. Let's win out. Let's get home field advantage, at least for the first round. We all want that 1 seed, but I'll take the 2 seed. Like I said to someone, it's been 20 years. I ain't complaining if we get the 2 seed this year. Let me tell you that. But first round at home, our first round at home is going to be that divisional round. Hopefully is going to be imperative. So listen, guys, smash that like button on the way out. I'll be live tomorrow night around 7:45 p.m. Eastern with Richmond Webb and Mr. Ballgame. Be out on the lookout. Make sure you tune in. And then 5 o'clock on Thursday with Neil Driscoll. And then we'll be previewing the Dolphins and the Panthers on Friday. So look out. That should be around 5 o'clock. Smash that like button on the way out. Appreciate each and every one of you who came through. Fins up all day, every day. And we will see y'all on